Hello everyone, I'm Leo. Nice to see you again. Yes, I changed a new hairstyle. Today, I want to share my experience of repairing a car in Canada and the lessons learned from it. This story is not only about cars, but also about life as an immigrant. At the beginning of the year, when I first came to Canada, I bought a used car. A small, old car. No, just kidding. It wasn't that bad. Not a real beat-up car, but honestly, pretty close. It was a 2012 Ford Focus with 320,000 kilometers on it. I paid only 2,500 Canadian dollars. Very cheap. For the first 6 months, this car actually did a great job. I drove about 120 kilometers every day, 600 kilometers a week, around 2,400 kilometers a month. It never broke down on me, not even once. Apart from an oil change and repairing a control arm, it was running fine. I even thought, well, maybe I got a real bargain here. But this month, the old guy started acting up. A few mornings, the car just refused to start. I tested the battery with a voltage tester. It looked fine. After work, I tried again, and suddenly it started. I told it to a local repair shop run by a German mechanic. His answer was funny. He said, "You need to have a problem before I can fix it." He even said, "It's like going to the doctor. If you don't have the symptoms, the doctor can't diagnose you." I didn't fully agree, but since the car worked again, I just kept driving. But last Friday, after shopping at the superstore, the car refused to start again. This time, no matter how many times I tried, it was completely dead. I thought, maybe I should send it to the dealership. They are more professional, right? Before deciding, I even asked ChatGPT about the repairing cost. It suggested the starter motor and said the cost at the dealership might be $300 to $600. My local shop was around $215 to $500, so not a big difference. I thought, okay, let's tow it to the dealership. The design becomes the beginning of my nightmare. So I told my car to the dealership, think they would handle everything like professionals. On Saturday, before towing, I even called them. They said, "No problem, bring it in. We'll call you on Monday to book a repair." So I waited the whole Monday, and guess what? No phone call me. On Tuesday, I called them back, and they looked confused. "We don't see your car in our system." I had to drive there myself. Well, not drive, go there without my car. When I arrived, they explained, "Oh, on Saturday our service department is closed. You must have talked to the sales department." What they said doesn't count. I was like, "Excuse me, aren't you all food, sales, servers? Don't you all share the same logo?" At last, I found my poor little car sitting lonely in a corner of their parking lot, waiting for me to rescue. 2 days later, on Tuesday, they finally called. "We checked for 3 hours, but still can't find the problem. Please bring us your spare car so we can keep checking." I asked, "Okay, so how much is the bill so far?" They didn't answer clearly, just said, "Bring the key first, we'll see." Ask again, "If I bring the key, will you definitely find the problem?" And their answer was, "Maybe yes, maybe no." Are you kidding me? That's not an answer. That's gambling. On Friday, I went there in person again. The service guy, an Indian brother, finally whispered the numbers to me like he was leaking a state secret. He said, "So far, 3 numbers of exception plus some extra fee. Total is $434. If you give us the other key, we can keep checking for another 1.5 numbers. Then labor cost will be about 800 in total, plus extra." At the moment, I almost wanted to say some very bad words to food. So basically, I already paid over 400. They found nothing. And if I pay another 400, maybe they will fix it. Maybe not. It's insane. Let me tell you the truth. In China, it's completely different. Most dealerships check your car for free. Even if they charge, the price is much lower. And they always tell you before they do anything. But here in Canada, once the car is in their hands, I feel like I have zero control. You are just waiting for the bill, like meat on a chopping board. So I said, "Stop, don't continue. I want my car back." I even said, "Since you didn't find the problem, can you give me a discount?" The guy said, "Sorry, I don't have the authority. Only the manager can decide." And of course, the manager had already left for the day. They told me, "Come back next week if you want to talk to him." What a service experience, right? I had mentioned this to a local Canadian colleague before. He's a 60 years old man. He was shocked. He said, "Why would you go to a dealership? That's stupid. They will charge you at least $1,000. Now, as we can see, he was absolutely right. This whole nightmare told me 2 important lessons. First, in Canada, if your car breaks down, don't go to the dealership right away. The cost is way too high, and the problem might not even be solved. You are basically like meat on the chopping board, waiting for them to cut." Second, ChatGPT is real helpful, but we must always verify the information with real life. The answer online and the reality in Canada can be totally different. So that's my story. If you have any good advice about repairing cars in Canada, please share it with me in the comments. Thanks for watching, and please ignore my annual English pronunciation. I'm still working hard to improve. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up. I will see you in the next one. See you again.